graduates come up here and have something to say about them by their teachers and mentors. Okay, well, welcome everyone to today's Bayview graduation ceremony. I see a lot of familiar faces. But even better than that, I see a lot of people I don't know. It's nice to see the Bayview community is so broad that no one knows who the people can actually know. Everybody. So we're all here to celebrate this wonderful occasion. I'd like to welcome the school board, we're scattered around sitting, superintendent, and the administrators of the other schools. I wanted to say that we appreciate your continued commitment to alternative education. It's a place where students and families can choose to meet their own particular needs as a separate entity, a separate school, both philosophically and physically, with its own special way of serving students first. And supporting alternative education must remain a top priority for the school district. I want to thank David Pfeiffer for his kind and able leadership in the past, the present, and on into the future. I want to thank the teachers and staff and volunteers for your hard work and dedication, for serving this absolutely unique group of students, and for doing so in your own unique ways. I'd like to give a very special thanks to two individuals who are truly the heart and soul of Bayview. So Deanne and Charlene, if you could just stand up. Our school would be a very different place without you, both of you. I look forward to having you remain an integral part of the new Bayview School. And I'm sure everyone here agrees with that and feels the same way. Thank you for all you do. And I just want to quote a song by Bob Dylan. And it's this. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build the ladder to the stars and climb on every run, and may you stay forever young. Congratulations. Okay, most importantly, we're here today to honor the Bayview graduating class of 2012. You are all wonderful, kind, compassionate, and loving young men and women. And I love each and every one of you very much. Before this day is over, I intend to walk up to each of you, look you in the eye, exchange genuine smiles, and give you a heartfelt hug. This is the best way I know to tell you that you are special, that I really care about you, and that there's a strong human connection between us. All of us here today are part of the greater Bayview community. All of us here today are connected because of this amazing school. So I ask everyone to please stand for just 1 minute. Okay, now look around you. Look around you. Who do you see? So you see family, friends, colleagues, and some complete strangers as well. So I'd like you to take 1 moment to exchange a smile with the people nearest to you. And don't be shy, you're never going to see Okay, now reach out to the person nearest to you. would like you all to remember a few things. Always cherish this day. Always cherish these people. Always cherish this school. Now, over the years, Bayview has taught us many things. It taught us how to care for each other, how to respect one another, how to embrace our differences. Bayview taught us that everyone has the right to be whoever they really are. That everyone has the potential to grow and learn and be successful. That everyone deserves to be valued and develop a sense of self-worth. I'm just a little nervous. Okay, I have 3 simple rules for living a full and rewarding life. Just 3 rules, no more. Each one's easy to remember, so listen up. Rule number 1, always be true to yourself. You are who you are, whether anyone else likes it or not. Rule number 2, always be kind to others. Leo Buscaglia once said, quote, "Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or even the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around." And there have been a lot of lives turned around at school. Okay, so always be true to yourself, always be kind to others. Number 3, always be grateful for life's many blessings, because life is infinitely short, because life is infinitely precious. As most of you know, and David alluded to this, starting tomorrow, Bayview is merging with WIA to become a new K-12 alternative school. The Bayview name will change to South Whitby Academy. The Bayview building will stand empty and alone. The Bayview school that we've all come to know and love will cease to exist. This graduating class of 2012 will be the last one for Bayview. The last one ever. This graduation ceremony is the last chance any of us will ever have to fully experience Bayview. The last chance ever. Now, I fell in love with Bayview years ago. It holds a special place in my heart, as it does for many of you. It is appropriate for us to feel deeply saddened about these changes. It's appropriate for us to grieve. Perhaps even feel angry, perhaps even feel afraid. Let us embrace these feelings. Let us live with them for a while. Let us commit to helping each other heal and move on. Let us do this in a spirit of kindness, compassion, and love. Let us also remember that we are each in the process of transformation, especially these wonderful young people who are graduating today. Let us be grateful for the joys we have all shared. Let us commit to preserving the best of Bayview despite the changes that are underway. Let us understand that a life that is lived fully must include occasional time spent in the depths of despair, as well as times lived on the peaks of joy. Now, I've seen hundreds of students and adults enter the doorways of Bayview. I've seen many of them walk up to this podium and receive their degrees, as all of you will. I've seen babies in the audience watch their parents graduate. I've seen many lives wonderfully transformed by Bayview. Sadly, I've also seen many walk out the doors of Bayview, because life is sometimes very difficult, because life is sometimes tragic, because life is always complicated. Let us always keep them in our hearts and prayers. Now, I invite each of you to think back to your time at Bayview. Everyone here. Think back to just one memory, one person, one event, anything that impacted your life. And think about it. I want you to all feel thankful that you can feel so deeply. I want you to be grateful for your time at Bayview. In preparing this speech, I thought a lot about the journey we call life, the paths we choose, the decisions we make, the challenges we face. In the end, I decided that life is like the carnival ride bumper cars. Does anybody here remember bumper cars? You know, they were the cars that would turn on a dime, you know, they were sparks coming off the top of the screen. They were padded with thick rubber bumpers. This was a ride where kids were actually encouraged to drive recklessly. They were encouraged to purposely run into each other. They were encouraged to let out their inner feelings of frustration, fear, and joy. Now with bumper cars, we're able to make some of our own decisions. We're able to start along a chosen path. We're able to exert some control over our lives. But then life gets complicated. Too many things are happening at once. Too many decisions to make. Too many paths to follow. There are many unforeseen circumstances and the action of others that can veer us off course. Some of the collisions can cause us pain and make us angry. Sometimes helpful nudges by our friends can put us back into a healthier trajectory in life. But always remember, enjoy the ride, embrace the chaos. Know that there are friends and family waiting outside the arena who are watching out for you, who care deeply about you, who wish you the best that life has to offer. You're not alone in this journey. You will survive the bumpy ride, and you will continue to grow from this. Now, there's a wonderful and insightful author named Anne Lamott, and she wrote this in one of her books. And I think it's a good lesson for all of you to keep in mind. Okay, she said this: "It's funny. I always imagined when I was a kid that adults had some kind of inner toolbox full of shiny tools, the saw of discernment, the hammer of wisdom, the sandpaper of patience. But when I grew up, I found that life handed you these rusty, bent old tools: friendships, prayer, conscience, honesty, and said, do the best you can with these. They'll have to do. And mostly against all odds, they do. You all have the tools you need. Just remember, be yourself, be kind, be grateful. I love you all. I wish you the best life has to offer. Keep in touch as best you can, and take care. Thank you very much."
To welcome our first graduate, Jessica Barker.